Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. 1923 Family Tree explains how Jacob and Cara Dutton are related to John. 1923, the follow-up to the successful Yellowstone's 1883, centers around Jacob Dutton, portrayed by Harrison Ford, the sibling of Tim McGraw's character James Dutton from 1883. Here are all the details about Jacob's connection to Yellowstone's John Dutton, played by Kevin Costner, and the rest of the Dutton family tree. After James Dutton's demise, depicted in Yellowstone Season 4, Jacob took over the reins of the Yellowstone Ranch. He is accompanied by his wife Cara, Helen Mirren, and James' son John Dutton Sauer, James Badge Dale. Jacob Dutton is the great-great-uncle of Kevin Costner's character John Dutton, who is the third John Dutton in the lineage. John's great-great-grandfather was James Dutton from 1883, making Jacob, James's brother, John's great-great-uncle. This makes Cara John's great-great-aunt. The prequel also introduces us to Jack Dutton, Darren Mann, the son of John Dutton Sauer and nephew of Jacob Dutton, reports the Express. Based on this family tree, Jack Dutton would be the grandfather of Costner's character. Emma Dutton, Marley Shelton, is portrayed as the devoted wife of John Dutton Sauer and the mother of Jack Dutton. In an episode of the original Yellowstone series, viewers saw Summer Higgins, Piper Perabo, at the ranch's cemetery, where she stumbled upon Margaret Dutton's Faith Hill grave, expressing surprise at the length of time the family has owned the land. Kevin Costner's portrayal of a fifth-generation Dutton clinched him the role as governor of Montana. Harrison Ford, starring in 1923, delved into the Dutton saga with Outsider, commenting, "I can't conceive Tim McGraw's character as having failed." He mused, "I think the circumstances overwhelmed him. It's not a flaw of his character." The same Dutton steel is in Jacob than there was in the character Tim played. Ford sees his character Jacob as a concrete character one he finds realistic and intriguing to give expression to. Meanwhile, Jack's performer, Darren, shared with Screen Rant about integrating his character into the Dutton lineage. He explained, "Taylor does such a good job of writing these in-depth characters. He lets out the blueprint, and then it's our job to bring them to life. But we definitely start with such a great outline for us, and getting to watch the shows and seeing Kevin Costner on Yellowstone and the amazing work they did in 1883 definitely inspired me for 1923. The show promises to capture the early 20th century, navigating through pandemics, historic drought, Prohibition's end, and the Great Depression, all framing the period's challenges. The vast and intricate family tree of the Duttons, as woven throughout Yellowstone and its prequel series, 1923, tells a multi-generational saga of resilience, sacrifice, and survival. At the heart of the 1923 storyline, we find Jacob Dutton and Cara Dutton, who stand as pillars of the family's legacy, protecting the Yellowstone Ranch in a time of great hardship. But how did Jacob and Cara connect to the John Dutton we know from Yellowstone? The answer lies in the twisting branches of the Dutton lineage, which stretches across the years, revealing a tale of unyielding perseverance. James and Margaret Dutton, the founders. To understand how Jacob and Cara fit into the Dutton family tree, we must start with James and Margaret Dutton, the pioneering couple introduced in 1883. Played by Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, James and Margaret embarked on the perilous Oregon Trail with their children, Elsa, John, and Spencer. Their journey ultimately led them to Montana, where they founded the Yellowstone Ranch, laying the foundation for the Dutton dynasty. However, the hardships of frontier life soon took their toll. Elsa Dutton, the couple's eldest daughter, tragically died before she could have children, eliminating her direct lineage from the Dutton tree. James, having sustained a gunshot wound while protecting his family, succumbed to his injuries in the early 1890s, leaving Margaret a widow with two young sons. Jacob and Cara Dutton, the guardians of the legacy. Following James's death, Margaret struggled to keep the ranch afloat. In desperation, she wrote to James' older brother, Jacob Dutton, asking for help. Jacob and his wife, Cara Dutton, arrived in Montana to take control of the ranch and raise James's surviving children, John Dutton Sr. and Spencer Dutton, as their own. Jacob Dutton, portrayed by Harrison Ford in 1923, took on the mantle of family patriarch. Under his leadership, the Duttons weathered drought, economic turmoil, and violent threats to their land. Meanwhile, his wife, Cara, played by Helen Mirren, served as the family's emotional anchor, embodying strength and wisdom in times of crisis. John Dutton Sr. and Spencer Dutton, the next generation. Jacob and Cara never had biological children of their own. Instead, they raised John Dutton Sr. and Spencer Dutton as their surrogate sons, ensuring the survival of the Dutton name and legacy. John Dutton Sr. Raised under Jacob's strict yet loving guidance, John Sr. grew into a capable rancher dedicated to the family's land. He married Emma Dutton, and together they had a son, Jack Dutton. Spencer Dutton, the younger of the two brothers, Spencer carried the adventurous spirit of the Duttons, serving in World War I before embarking on a journey through Africa. His experiences hardened him, but also gave him a deep appreciation for his family's legacy. Spencer's potential children remain a mystery, leaving some gaps in the family tree. The connection to Yellowstone's John Dutton. The direct lineage from 1923 to Yellowstone follows the branch of John Dutton Sr. His son, Jack Dutton, is the most likely grandfather or great-grandfather of John Dutton IE, played by Kevin Costner in Yellowstone. Though 1923 has yet to confirm Jack's exact descendants, the logical progression suggests that Jack's future children would lead to John Dutton IE's generation. If we follow this assumption, Jacob and Cara Dutton serve as great-great-uncle and great-great-aunt to Yellowstone's John Dutton IE. Though they did not have children of their own, their role in raising and mentoring John Sr. played a crucial part in the Dutton lineage, surviving through the decades. Why Jacob and Cara matter to the Dutton legacy. Jacob and Cara Dutton's significance extends beyond simple blood relations. They stepped in at a time when the Dutton family faced potential collapse, ensuring the survival of the ranch and its values. Jacob's unwavering leadership and Cara's wisdom established the blueprint for the strength and determination that later Dutton generations, including John Dutton IE, would embody. Throughout 1923, Jacob faces numerous threats, from cattle thieves to corrupt officials, mirroring the challenges John Dutton IE battles in Yellowstone. This theme of external forces seeking to take the Yellowstone Ranch remains a constant, illustrating the enduring struggle of the Dutton family to hold onto their land. Conclusion: the unbroken line of Duttons. The Dutton family tree is one of hardship, perseverance, and unbreakable bonds. Jacob and Cara Dutton, though not direct ancestors of John Dutton IE, were instrumental in shaping the legacy that continues in Yellowstone. By raising John Dutton Sr. and overseeing the ranch during one of its most vulnerable periods, they ensured that the Dutton name would endure for generations to come. As the Yellowstone universe continues to expand, future episodes and spin-offs may reveal more about Jack Dutton's descendants and clarify the exact generational links. But one thing remains clear: without Jacob and Cara, the Dutton Empire might never have survived long enough for John Dutton II to fight for it in Yellowstone.